Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is your boy James, aka Hollywood J Black, live in the building once again, back with another Synful Blaq Reacts. I got my main mans, Big MFN, Sinners in the building. How you doing today, sir?
I am doing well. Last week, we were introduced to Mr. NF and his song with Tech Nine. And what I need y'all to do right now, if you're watching, is introduce yourself to that subscribe button.
Yes, and like we said yesterday, thug nigga till the end, tell a friend, bitch. Anyways, last week we did the NF Tech Nine video, which I declare that Tech Nine has the greatest verse of all time. Big Sin disagrees, and we're possibly holding a tournament to the like to make sure that we have this. So, we got interested. We said that we were going to do the Hopsin video. We said that this was on deck. We said that this.
And I've heard mixed reactions about this. So.
I guess we're going to find out. I mean, apparently they're lost. Apparently, as you see, NF is stuck in the mountains, lost. And so, but he has a camera crew and such. I don't know how he got lost there, but whatever. It's cool. It's fine.
Young people nowadays.
It's because it's off that lean and the Henny and
the no cell phone service and Google Maps don't work no more.
Nope. Everything's fucked, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is fucked. All right, so let's be nice. Let's find out what's going on. Let's find out why NF is lost. This is NF Hopsin lost. Let's fucking go. Yeah. Okay.
It sounds like an ill mind beat.
I know, right?
Look, self-awareness, pride's a coat, and yes, I like to wear it. Buttoned up, don't like to let no air in, with a pair of gloves that I hope doesn't perish. I discovered though when I get holes in them, and I let joy in, I'm in higher spirits. My mistakes are like a screaming parrot, just repeating lyrics. I can barely bear it when I'm lost. Road is narrow, I'm looking down it like a gun's barrel. Aren't we all searching for the serum that could help us breathe and leave our state of peril? All of us have made defensive scarecrows that we scatter around our fields and treat like heroes when they scare away the things that we should cherish, cause we're too embarrassed to admit the fear is that we're lost. Yeah, but what does it matter? I get too combative inside of me, is a personal canvas. The pain can be flat, I get messy when I start to get rattled. The heart of a savage and quiet when I lurk in the shadows. But something on that up, I don't wanna be over dramatic, but look at the data, it's obvious that humans are fragile. We tend to get mad at the ones that call us out, but the fact is we need someone that'll be honest when we fly off that handle. I admit I throw a fit when I begin to unravel. Keep my wits spin off the grid, but now I'm back in the saddle. My intent is not to rant, I like to own what I value. I can sit here on the fence and maybe pick up the paddle. I like the roll against the current, that's the way that I travel. Opposite of what the grain has got the brain of a rebel. Take initiative, I'm diligent on every level. I never could settle, I like to keep my foot in the pedal. Yeah, I love to pack arenas and all, but what I really wanna do is learn to handle my thoughts. And put the reins on them, show them I'm the one that's the boss. And pull them back when they get out of hand and breaking their jaws. I'm taking the flaws, they told me I can never revolve. Then pull a bane on them, ask them, oh, you think you're in charge? You ought to know better, ain't no way around it. I'm flawed, the traits that I want, they say I can't afford what it costs, but I manifested this. Failing's how you grow and learn your lessons, kids. Take the worst and try to make the best of it, cause when you fail, just know that it's a test in it. You can learn to pick yourself back up again and train your brain to not be such a pessimist. It's okay to make mistakes, just don't forget that there's a high road, but I skip the exit when I'm lost. Yeah, when I'm lost. When I'm lost. When I'm lost. When I'm lost.
Okay. Big Sin.
I'm not going to say that I don't like it. I like it. But it's just that something that's all too familiar right now with people like Echo and Token. You know what I mean? It's that styles that they all use.
Yeah. But seemingly, isn't that the style rephrase that. Excuse me. Isn't that like the style that I think, I don't want to say like all white rappers use it, because I don't think that that's a fair assessment.
No, because Tom McDonald and Mercury's don't use it.
No, they don't use it. Ubi from Sesh Crew doesn't use it.
But Ubi's been around for 20 fucking years.
Yeah. And also, what's his name? The cat from the Bay, G-Eazy, doesn't use that type of style.
Yeah, it's just, okay, so we had that song with Echo with Ritz a while back.
Yep.
And we done Token. In there, the same exact styles for all three of them.
Maybe they went to the same school of hip hop, sir. I don't know.
I mean, that's just my opinion. I'm sure somebody's gonna cuss me out and say I'm hating on NF, like they did when they said I was hating on Token not Token, but what's that one dude? Logic a while back.
Oh, they said you were hating on Logic? I'm sorry.
Yeah, remember that shit when he said he was asking his retirement? I was like, who cares?
Yeah. That got you in a little bit of trouble. Anyways, so I like the verse, I like the cadence, I like the fact that he knows how to ride a beat. I won't say repetitive as much as I would say familiar, like you said earlier. I would tell you though that a lot of white rappers seemingly got inspired by the chopper movement. You know what I'm saying? Because that seemingly where being like Eminem wasn't going to work, because there's only one Eminem. Okay? Unfortunately, there's only one Eminem. So, we kind of split off into a few different things. We had like the horrorcore hip hop, which, you know, my boy Keegan Grimm, shout out to Keegan Grimm, by the way. That he's the creature that he does. We have kind of like
got Twisted Boondocks, fucking Blaze, all them cats over there.
Yeah. And so when you see that, you got to ask yourself, like, this was a movement that was inspired by chopping, and that's kind of what it is. And I think to me that's kind of where we're at right now. That really the style's good, but who's saying good content in their bars? And that's kind of what you have to break down everything verse for verse. And to me, when you come up with that, NF is not that bad. You know what I'm saying? When you speak about the content.
And to be honest, it could be a simple fact that the first NF song me and you have listened to was Alone with Tech Nine. Not Alone. Was the one with Tech Nine.
Yeah, that was Alone. Was Alone.
And he came on that beat a lot harder than this. Maybe I was expecting something different.
Yeah, well, we can't keep in mind that this came out before that. And
yes, I know, and it could just be a product of him changing his style up to work with Tech Nine, what he did with Hopsin. Because the beat reminds you of an old Illmind beat.
Yeah.
And if you remember, I said in the NF and Tech Nine one that his flow reminded me of an Illmind Hopsin flow.
Yeah. So we're about to find out. Apparently, Hopsin's stuck in the snow. I don't know how the fuck he got up the mountain. Must have been an airplane crash or some shit, because you got one nigga at the top of the mountain, one nigga at the bottom of the mountain. Fuck happened? I don't fucking know. Anyway, I guess Hopsin's gonna tell us what the fuck happened. Let's find out. Let's go.
Wow, these burdens are heavy, and I'm hoping it don't bury me. I used to be joyful and skip so merrily, but now I'm too cautious and tiptoe carefully. My mind left, and it's nowhere to be found. Am I a big old parody? Cause it's no fair to me. And now I'm at the point where I'm spending $1,000 a week on hypnotherapy. Look, I'm trying to wash away my sins. I got a group of loved ones that ain't my friends. And if I ever take a nail, then they might grin. And they all wanna see me stay in the cage I'm in. So when it come to anybody, there's no trust for no one. Man, so what? My whole plan's to go nuts. My shoulder's ready for most drugs. I'm gon' judge anybody trying to enter my circle with no love. My sanity's gone. I'd rather be torn from this planet they planted me on. Your stats a reward. I'm actually bored with having it so hard. It's torn apart from a family that I don't have anymore. Man, hold up. I was living so oblivious with millions. It really was a pity, huh? It's kinda funny what a penny does, mixed in with a mini buzz. I feel stuck. Life got me by the neck with a blade against it. Cause I was running late for the train and missed it. The only thing I feel is pain and vengeance. So I'ma act out like a raging misfit. And every verse I lay gon' stay sadistic. You wanna hate me? Good, great, terrific. You'll never see the day when my anger's dismissed. You better go and change your wish list. Cause manifested this. Do not treat me like some adolescent kid. I am praying to the Lord with the book of James, hoping he go at my testament. This dark cloud, that's my my residence. Demons knocking, I don't have to let them in. I done made mistakes day to day, you probably can't relate. I just ain't the same when I'm lost. Yeah. When I'm lost. When I'm lost. When I'm lost. When I'm lost.
Oh shit. Holy shit. Wow.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say it now.
Yeah.
My issue with the song is NF is not Hopsin. Hopsin, this was his wheelhouse.
Of course.
As NF, you got to try to kind of switch it up a little bit if you're going to be on a track like this with Hop, because this is where Hop eats.
Yeah. So, I'm a bad person because everybody's probably going to watch this video and be like, well, he wasn't jumping and shit like he was doing for Merc. And I'll kind of explain why. So when Hopsin did that little video that he did, I want to say in the middle of January.
Yeah, we was talking about his personal problems.
Yeah, before he dropped the Your House video. He said that the music that we were going to hear isn't indicative of where he was now, but more indicative to where he was previously in the mind state when he wrote the songs that he did. When you look at it from that perspective, now every time I hear a Hopsin video, I mean, her Hopsin verse, that's now, I analyze it. I sit there and analyze what this man's trying to say, and this song was made for him. Let me tell you right now.
See, there should be Hopsin featuring NF. I probably would have gave NF more love.
Yeah, because they would have been a feature. But this, listen. Hold on. I'm gonna pull up part of the Hopsin verse to get an understanding.
Because you were literally in Hopsin's wheelhouse. Yeah. As soon as the beat started, before NF's verse.
Yeah. Yes. So the nigga said, while these burdens are heavy, and I'm hoping it don't bury me, so I used to be so joyful and skip so merrily, but now I'm too cautious and tiptoe carefully. My mind left and it's nowhere to be found. Am I a big old parody? Because it's no fair to me. And now I'm at the point where I'm spending $1,000 a week on hypnotherapy. Remember, he was talking about going through therapy and the shit. He said, I'm trying to wash away my sins. I got a group of loved ones that ain't my friends. And if I ever take an L, then they might grant. And if they all want to see me stay in the cage I'm in. So when it comes to anybody, there's no trust for no one, man. So what? My whole plan's to go nuts. My shoulder's ready for more shrugs. I'm going to judge anybody trying to enter my circle with no love. Those 8 bars are indicative of where he's at right now.
Yeah.
In his head. I just sit there like, fuck, man. That's some deep shit. That's some fucking deep shit. No sweat off of NF, because NF is beasting. But
and I'm going to give NF more chances here.
Yeah.
But his first 2 most popular songs that he's dropped have been with Tech Nine and Hopsin.
Yes, and here's the worst part, because people are going to say, oh, but Hollywood, big shit, Mercules, he dropped the verses with other people, and you didn't say that about him. And I'll explain to you why. Because when Mercules hops on the track, it's, what do we call him, sir? What do we call him?
A certified homage payer.
And that means that when he comes on the track, he shows just as much love, if not more, as the artist that is featured on the track with him.
And not only that, we have heard Mercury's solo songs.
Yeah.
And they have been fantastic.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know enough about NF to know if he can carry a whole song by himself.
We're gonna have to find out one day, and we'll see. I don't know. I mean, probably pretty sure he's got an album dropping. If you're already coming out with little singles, album must be around the corner. Tom McDonald's collabo album just dropped this past Friday.
With him, Brandon, and Nova, yeah.
Yeah, so I know there's got to be an album on the way somewhere. But I give I take what I'm. Let me phrase that. I give what I can take. I will be honest to say, I like the song. I think I'm in the same boat with Phil where I feel that this was Hopsin featuring NF as opposed to NF featuring Hopsin, because this is a Hopsin beat. It was a Hopsin track type style, and Hopsin absolutely rode the beat with perfection. Like that's what it is.
Okay, so the closest thing I can combine this to, and to tell you how, if you're on a song with somebody, switch it up to your own style. Let's go back to Dr. Sabah.
Yeah.
Tech Nine and that 13-year-old kid.
Mm-hmm.
That 13-year-old kid showed out on that song with Tech. Yes, Tech Nine destroyed that song.
Yeah.
But Brandon Fire, you're not going to forget who he is.
No, not at all. Not at all. And then with Merc doing, and same thing with the Merc tracks and the homage pay. And listen, this is the trip down memory lane where you're at a point where lyrically I think Merc has done everything that he'd like to do. Now he's going to do what he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's where he's at right now. And I think even the same thing right now when Ritz has people on his shit, you know, when Tech Nine has other people on his shit.
But Ritz is a label owner now.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. With these young cats, with NF, I'm not sure how long he's been in the game. Dude is a great lyricist. He's got the views. He's gonna be great. I'm not gonna say that he's not gonna be great. What I will say though is that if you want me to go from a listener to a purchaser of your music, I need to see more flexibility on the things that you can do. That's how I became a fan of Lex the Hexmaster. Was I heard him on Insane, okay,
Yep.
But then I listened to his independent, like the one solo track that he had that we did the what you call him for.
Yeah, the one that he sent you to, yeah.
Yeah, and I said that this is a track that when you listen to it, everything that he does right comes on this track and it's perfect, and that's what made me a fan. I've heard two tracks from NF, and all I want to do is buy Tech Nine, more Tech Nine shit, and more Hopsin shit. I need to find out.
Just to put it plainly, this was not NF featuring Hopsin. This was a Hopsin beat, a Hopsin song, featuring a new up-and-comer named NF.
Yeah, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with saying that. I'm fine with that statement. But and we're not saying that NF didn't come hard. NF is amazing lyricist, amazing rapper, okay? And I feel what he was trying to say. But, again, this is our opinion, always subjective, okay? That we need to see more solo stuff like this, his own creation, without anybody else. And I know that people need to get the views and stuff and get people on. You get the Tech Nine views and the Hopsin views. I want to see what NF can do on his own after this. If I don't get that, then I can't say, like, I'm on board with the whole NF thing. And there's a whole bunch of rappers I'm not on board with because they don't show out by themselves. So it's a fair assessment to me. It's fair.
And, okay, so one of the reasons that we critique independent artists like this is because the last 20 years, me and Hollywood, it's been basically nothing but independent artists we listen to.
Yeah. I was tired of major labels feeding things down our throats. You know what I'm saying? I was tired of having to listen to when 12 labels became 3. When it became Interscope, when it became Sony, and then when it became what's the other one?
Def Jam Universal.
Yeah, Def Jam Universal, Sony, and Interscope. Those are the 3 labels. That's it. That's the 3 major labels in the entire fucking country. And then because there used to be MGM, there used to be Arista, there used to be Jive, there used to be a bunch of other labels, and all those got consolidated into 3, just like your media. So once that happened, I don't believe that anybody that's shooting giving me their best interest, especially when MTV is owned by Viacom, which is owned by CBS, which Sony has a hand in their pot, Universal has a hand in their pot. You know what I'm saying? When the 2 of the 3 major labels have a hand in your pot, how am I supposed to trust you? and that is why we listen to independent music. So when we say this, when we say what we say, this is coming from a fan that I don't bootleg independent music.
Nope.
If I stream it and I like it, I'll buy it. I buy my boy Keegan Grimm shit all the fucking time. Not because he's my boy.
Our homie Mac Money.
Yeah. I
bought
bought Mac Money
fire,
shit.
but nobody heard that shit, but it was fire.
Yeah. I bought Mac Money shit and I played this shit. I played this shit in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the average consumer for what you're trying to buy. Okay? And so as the average consumer, I need to see more of you in order to make a commitment to you as a fan. I'm just saying. I like your lyrics. The 2 times that I've heard you, you're great. I need to hear more of you in order to be your fan. And that's it. And it is my fair assessment. I'm not saying that you're whack. And I'm not saying that you suck. I think you're great. I think you're fucking brilliant. But that's not enough.
It's hard to judge offhand when the first 2 songs you hear, like I said, are with Tech Nine and Hopsin.
Yeah, it's not enough. It's not enough. That's all it is. It's the Russell. I'll compare it to the Russell Westbrook situation in fucking DC, right? Half the records on the NBA are now owned by Russell Westbrook. Like all the active records where active people can actually achieve them are half of them are owned by Russell Westbrook right now. Every time you see Russell Westbrook, it's the first time somebody's ever did this or something like that. Nobody's will ever deny that Russell Westbrook is a hell of a basketball player. But if you want me to be a fan and want me to root for you, we need to see more. I want to see Russell Westbrook carry his team to a championship. Well, not carry, or at least find a way to get players to want to buy into whatever he's trying to do and get to a championship. Because that championship isn't happening in Washington.
Exactly, because Kyrie Irving is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
But yet people want to play with him because he knows he can win.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's as insane that it is, it's true. You know? That's why people were able to take weird-ass deals when they went to Boston and when they played with Kyrie. Those weird-ass deals.
And look what's going on in Brooklyn right now.
Yeah. I mean, I just need to see more from NF. That's not like I said, it's not a bad assessment. It's fair to me.
So, in the comments below, leave us an NF-only song.
Yeah.
We're not going to search it out I'll search it out if I don't hear anything, because sometimes these videos don't get as many views as some of the other ones. But we will give one of his solo songs a shot. Mm-hmm. And if he can't carry it by himself, we probably won't be too nice about it.
Yeah. And I'm not going to go looking because I don't want to spoil myself. Every reaction that me and Big Sin do are literally legit, straight out blind. I don't want to hear the shit. I don't want to look at the shit. I want to give it when it's given to me. So, yeah, leave a comment. Let us know about some solo NF stuff. I want to see it. And it has to be recent. I want to see what he can do. I want to see what he stands for. I want to see what he represents. Give that to me in the comments.
And we know some of the independent artists watch our videos, so NF, if you got a song you want us to react to, let us know. We got you.
Yeah. And like I said, it's not hate. Don't think of it as hate. Don't think of it as biting. Don't think of we getting it to you. Again, I think you're supremely talented. I think that you know how to properly ride beats and all that jazz. Like, you're going to be something. That's not what we're saying. But if you want us to lock your as fans, which is what all artists want, they don't necessarily have to be your friend. You know what I'm saying? But they want to get fans because fans buy records. They buy streams and all that. If you want us to get us to be fans, show us a little bit more. All right, Big Sid. Is there anything you'd like to say before we bounce up out of here, sir?
If you're over on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that bell so you know when more Synful Blaq Reacts drops. If you're over on Facebook, like and follow, and share us with your friends.
That's right. Thug nigga to the end, tell a friend, bitch. All right. So until next time, that's my man, Big Sin. I'm your boy, Hollywood J. Black. This is Synful Blaq Reacts, and we out this thing. Deuces.